What in weddings makes you cringe? All the old people making comments about all the sex the couple is about to have. Deleted. Guests who take pictures of the ceremony with a fucking iPad. I recently went to a wedding where the bride and groom had signs and decor with, "It was always you," everywhere. When the bride and groom met. The bride was one of 3 women the groom was dating. They spent a decade cheating on all of their partners to be with each other before they finally got together. But I guess that was all okay because it was always you. What a weird thing to highlight with your decorations at your wedding. The jealous mother-in-law. They always do something to make me cringe. They wear a white dress. Pretend to be the boss at the wedding. Take a lot of the attention, etc. Releasing of doves into the sky. At my wedding I will release rats into the crowd. When some else proposes to their so. Like, why take all the attention from the bride and groom and put it on yourself instead? It's so selfish. Those women that try way too hard to catch the bouquet that the bride throws. Some literally to the point of pushing others over. I feel embarrassed just watching them. Lol. Betters. Or any fish. Used as centerpieces. When the groom goes up the bride's skirt in front of all their family. It's so extremely weird and out of place to me. Like, why would you want to do that in front of your parents and grandparents? I really don't get why that's even a tradition. Garter retrieval horror. Especially if teeth are involved. Cringe AF. When the bride or groom does something disrespectful like smashing their nose into the cake. Or writing, "Help me," on the bottom of the groom's shoes. They say 1 in 3 marriages ends in divorce. Guess this will be one of them. Having a wedding for the sake of getting married. I had a friend from high school who got pregnant at like 21sts. The only reason she had a wedding with baby daddy is because she was pregnant. I knew that the marriage wouldn't last, it didn't, but she is happily married to her second husband. And has been for a few years. In my country it's the amount of people present in the wedding. There are weddings where they call like 500, 1,000 people. Lot of them are family members and friends they have not met in years or decades. To provide food to these people many will go in debt. It makes me cringe so hard, like, why fucking throw away your life savings like this? I believe court marriage is the best, but if you still want invite people, then 50 to 60. Close friends and family members are enough. I personally will just invite like 15 to 20 people I genuinely care about. Take them to some nice restaurant for dinner and be done with it. When you overhear an exchanging of words and nobody's ever heard of closing the goddamn door. Smashing the slice of cake in each other's face. Any wedding where the bridesmaids and groomsmen have been ordered to perform a choreographed dance. At any point during the festivities, whether that's dancing up the aisle or a full-on dance number. During the reception. I went to a wedding the other night where each member of the wedding party had their own theme song. Like at a baseball game. As they walked down the aisle. The bride walked down the aisle to another one bites the dust. Ball and chain, jokes. YTF, are you getting married then? So many Ed Sheeran songs. The guests who have no respect for the people working on there. I work as a waiter on all kind of weddings and I've met a lot of people that treated me and my co-workers like trash just because we are doing our job. A few weeks ago I saw how some of the guests stole a special plate of hamon specially made for the bride and groom. And when a co-worker tried to take the plate back, the guy who stole it threatened to sue him. I've been to several Christian weddings where they either make a big fuss over the fact that they haven't fucked or a similar fuss about how Jesus forgives them for fucking. over choreographed dance routines, smashing the cake in the married couple's mouths, the trend of wanting the women in the wedding party to look alike, even to the point of asking them to change their hair color. Along with that goes giving specific directions as to what guests may wear. Oh boy, do I have a fucking list where to begin. 1. Writing your vows in such a way that you essentially air your dirty laundry in front of everyone. Almost to the point of admitting that you constantly fight. 2. Garter toss. This is disgusting and awkward as fuck. 3. Overly drunk groomsmen, bridesmaids. Especially if it's during the ceremony. 4. Overly drunk groom, bride. 5. If it's clear the groom, bride had sex in the middle of the reception. 6. Any jokes about a man's life being over BC he's married now. 7. Oversharing during speeches. 8. Grinding on the dance floor. That part when a priest asks if anyone knows a reason for those two not to marry and everyone pretends they didn't hear the question. When the bride and groom are musicians. Get ready for an hour of a couple singing shitty covers of overrated love songs to each other. Here in the Middle East, the cringe part is definitely the fireworks. What I mean by fireworks is our special fireworks, the AK-47 to the air kinda stuff. Countless lives were lost because of falling bullets. Many laws were put to stop it, yet in every wedding you have this monkey that pulls the weapon and just starts spraying bullets everywhere.